Okay, good day, class. So we're here today to talk about factoring polynomials. So first, what is the common in the given pictures? So here we have the yellow banana. Wait, I will use my pointer. Okay, we have here the yellow banana, the lemon, and the mango. So pare-pareho po silang kulay yellow. Ano pa? They are all healthy para sa atin. Okay, how about this one? So what can you say about this picture? What is common in the given picture? So we have red crayons, orange crayons, yellow crayons, green, blue, violet, brown, and black. So they are all crayons. So how about in this number? 2, 4, and 6. What is the common with them? So they are all even numbers and all divisible by 2. Next. So if we're going to find the factors of 2, 4, and 6. So for number 2, the factors of 2 is 1 and 2. The factors of 4 is 1, 2, and 4. And factors of 6 is 1, 2, 3, and 6. So they are all has a factor of 2. Ayan, meron silang factor of 2. Yan ang common sa kanila. How about this one? X, 2x, 3x, and 4x. What are the common in them? Anong common sa kanila? They are all have a x, or they all have the same variable x. So in algebra class, we can also find commonalities as well, like in science and English. Diba? Yung mga commonalities, magkakapare-pareho. At yun ay tinatawag na greatest common factor. Ayan. All are even numbers divisible by 2. So one way to find the greatest common factor of 2 or more numbers is prime factorization. So let's say for example, we have the GCF. Find the greatest common factor of the GCF of 8 and 12. So for 8, we have 2 times 2 times 2. In 12, we have 2 times 2 times 3. So, i-check po natin the greatest common factor kung ano yung magkakapareho sa kanila. So, we have 2 here, 2 again, and dahil ito hindi na pwede, the GCF will be 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. Yes, we multiply po natin itong plus ha. Next, how about the greatest common factor of algebraic expressions where there are variables and exponents? May variables na and exponents. So let's say for example, find the greatest common factor of n cubed, n raised to 5, n raised to 6, and n raised to 9. So remember, if we have n raised to k, tandaan nyo si k, yan ang palatandaan kung ilang beses natin i-multiply yung ating number sa sarili niya. So here, n raised to k, so n times n kung ilang times siya. Okay, so in our example, n cubed, n raised to 5, n raised to 6, n raised to 9, makikita nyo lang class na n cubed is n times 3, 3 times ito sa sarili, kasi n cubed. n times n times n times n times n, 5 times, 6 times, and 9 times multiply sa sarili. Okay, so you can see the greatest common factor sa kanila, ano, 1, 2, 3. Sir, bakit hindi na ito sinama? Class, if we're going to find the greatest common factor, we must have all the same. Diba? Hindi lang po sa isa o sa dalawa lang. Dapat silang 4. Yan yung pinapahanap natin. So the GCF will be n times n times n, and that will be n cubed. Next, so according to Compact Oxford English Dictionary, the word polynomial comes from Latin Greek words poly, meaning many, and nomen, which means name or term. So, madaling salita, polynomial is many terms. Okay? Remember that. Next, a polynomial is an algebraic expression that shows a sum or difference of 2 or more terms containing whole number exponents of the variable. When we say variable, it is a symbol which represents an value. Kadalasan, ito yung literal coefficient o ito yung mga letters. Pag sinabing constant, it is a symbol or a number with fixed value. Sabi constant, yun yun. Okay? So, this is a polynomial since there are no variables that have negative element. So, i-try natin to. Natin. So, the 4 here, it represents the numerical coefficient. Okay? The x here, it represents the literal coefficient or tinatawag nating variable. The 2 here, sa taas ni x, ang tinatawag nating exponent. At si 2 naman dito, ang tinatawag nating constant term. Okay? Next. Okay, let's have an example. Find the GCF of 4x cubed and 8x squared. So, first, we have 4x cubed. Hahanapin natin yung kanyang GCF. Si 4, magiging 2 times 2. Si x, tatlong beses pinutupay sa sarili. So, we have x times x times x. X cubed. So, si 8x squared, we have 2 times 2 times 2. Dahil 8 yan. At x times x dahil x squared yan. So, the greatest common factor, hahanapin natin yung parehong common sa kanila. So, we have 2 here. Again, 2 dito. And si x. At si x ulit. X and 2 is not the same, so hindi sila kapatid. So, if we're going to plot it, therefore, we can conclude that GCF is 2 times 2 times x times x. And it is equals to 4x squared. Okay. Next, another example. Find the GCF of 15y raised to 6 and 9 raised to z. Okay, so 15y raised to 6, that is 3 times 5, 15. At si y raised to 6, 6 na beses yung multiply si y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, next, how about si 9? So, we have 3 times 3 para kay 9, and si z, isa lang naman siya, so z lang yun. So, the greatest common factor, hanapin natin yung pareho sa kanilang dalawa. Isa lang, we have 3 here. So, the GCF will be 3. Okay? Next. How about 4a squared and 9b squared? Hanapin natin. So, si 4a squared, meron siyang 2 times 2. A squared, dalawang beses, a times a. Okay? 9b squared, that is 3 times 3. Tapos si b squared, dalawang b. Hala, sir! Paano yan? Walang magkapareho. Tandaan nyo class, kahit walang magkapareho, laging may hidden yung kawan. Yan ay tinatawag nating relatively prime. Pagka walang pareho, all automatic one yun. Kasi any number multiplied by 1 is the number itself. So, yan ay tinatawag nating sa mathematics, tinatawag yung relatively prime. Okay? So, how about if we get the greatest common factor of 3 monomials? Tatlo na. Okay. So, halimbawa, tatlong monomial. We have 6a squared b squared, 3ab squared, and 15a cubed b squared. So, here we have 6a squared b squared. Si 6 magiging 2 times 3. Si a, dalawa. Si b, dalawa. Okay? Maliwanag. Si 3, wala naman siyang factor na. So, 3 na lang siya. Si a, isa lang. Si b, dalawa. Okay? Si 15, that is 3 times 5. Si a cubed, tatlo. Si b squared, dalawa. Okay? So, anong parehas sa kanilang tatlo? What are the common? So, una si 3. Si a. Si b. At si b. So, the greatest common factor will be 3 times a times b times b. And that will be 3ab squared. Okay? Next. So, let's have some exercise. Mag-practice tayo. On your own, guys. On your own class. You can do it on your own. Try to answer. Okay? So, number 1, we have 12a and 18bc. Ano kaya? Ano kaya factor ni 12? Ano kaya factor ni 18? Ano kaya factor ang pwede ko ilagay? So, si 12, pwede natin gawing 6 times 2, 3 times 4, si 18, 3 times 6, or 3 times 3 times 2. Depende yan. So, the GCF will be 6a. So, kung tama kayo, okay yan. Practice. Pag hindi, kaya pa yan. Number 2, we have 4x, 12x squared, and 8. Ano kaya yung factor ni 4x? 2 times 2 times x ba? Ay, si 12x squared kaya. Tapos may 8 pa. Ano kaya yung factors nila? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The GCF will be 4. How about in number 3? We have 6x, 14y, and 15z. Ano? May factor ba to? Meron. Kahit wala silang magkakamukha, yan ay tinatawag natin relatively prime. Tandaan, prime factorization is used to find the GCF of the given pair of monomials. So, yung pinakamadaling paraan para hanapin natin yung given pair ng yung GCF ng monomial natin. Okay? So, let's have an example na magtulong tayong magsagot. So, factor the polynomial 6x plus 3x squared. So, remember, we can factor this polynomial by getting the GCF of each term. Okay? Each term. So, 1 for identifying the GCF of the polynomial and then finding the other factor with the help of identified expressions. So, hahati natin ito sa dalawa. Bakit? Because this 6x plus 3x squared, ito ay binomial. Okay? So, binomial, dalawang term siya. So, 6x ang unang term at 3x squared ang ating pangalawang term. The numerical coefficient of 6x in the first term is 6 number and 3x squared is 3 naman sa second term natin. Okay? So, if we're going to factor the polynomial, first we're going to find out the greatest common monomial factor. So, iisa-isahin natin sila. 6x tapos 3x squared. Okay, 6x, we have 2 times 3 times x. Okay, 3x squared, we have 3 times x times x. So, as you can see, ang parehas lang dyan is si 3 at si x. Kaya naging GCF niya is 3x. Now, pag binomial ang usapan, dalawa, binomial, may operation sa gitna. If you get the GCF, hindi pa yan tapos. Okay, kasi sabi, factor the polynomial, hindi naman get the greatest common factor. Factor the polynomial. Ito mismo yung factor natin. Now, if you get the GCF, you're going to divide it to the other factor. The other factor, once you get the GCF, you're going to divide the GCF to the given polynomial. Kaya, as you can see, 6x plus 3x squared to be divided by 3x. So, madali lang naman to class. Napakaralan na to last year. So, 6x over 3x, that is 2. Diba? 6 over 3, 2. X divided by x is 1. 2 times 1, 2. Plus yan. 3x squared over 3x. So, 3 divided by 3, 1. X squared divided by x. Diba? Nagmaminus lang tayo pag ganyan. So, x na lang. So, 2x. Now, if you get the other factor, para makuha natin yung factor na, yung factored form natin pinatawag, i-multiply natin si 3x times 2 plus x. So, that is 3x plus 2 plus x. Okay? Another factoring is often called the reverse process of multiplying polynomials, where we write a polynomial as a product of 2 or more simpler polynomials. So, for the factor of polynomials, example tayo ulit. The given is 12x cubed y raised to 5 minus 20x raised to 5y squared z. Sir, ang hirap. No, madali lang yan, class. Let's try to answer this case on this exercise na hindi natin pinafactor out yung mga literal coefficients. Shortcut method na tinatawag. So, we have here, what are the greatest common monomial factor? Si 12 at 20 naman yun, di ba? So, we have here 2 times 2 times 3 para kay 12. And we have 2 times 2 times 5 para kay 20. So, common sa kanilang dalawa, si 2 times 2, kaya magiging, ala, sir, bakit naging 4x cubed y squared? Plus, ito yung sinasabi kong madali lang. X cubed, ano ba yung pinakamababa sa kanila? X cubed, x raised to 5. So, x cubed, kaya x cubed, matik yun. Diba? Kahit himay-himayin nyo pa yan sa inyong class. Pero yun ang technique dyan. So, ano mas mababa? Pero dapat, it must be, dapat may pareho. As you can see, xy lang nandito. Ito, xy z. Walang z. sa answer natin walang z. X cube o x raised to 5, anong mas mababa? X cube. So, x cube, matik. Y raised to 5 o y squared? Anong mas mababa? Y squared. Kaya y squared yan. Now, this comes the medyo hard part. If you get the GCF for x cube y squared, diba? Ginawa natin kanina, i-divide natin yan sa other factor. I-divide natin yung nakuha nating GCF sa given natin. So, 12x cube y raised to 5 minus 20x raised to 5y squared z. Ito, divide. Negative na yan, kaya negative ito. Okay? Pero madali pa rin yan. 12 divided by 4, 12 over 4, 12x cube over 4x cube. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Sir, ba't naging y cube na lang? Si x cube kasi na-cancel out na, naging 1 na lang yan. Kaya 3 times 1 is 3. Tapos y5 over y squared, minus lang naman natin yan pag naka-quotient rule to ng exponent, 5 minus 2, that is 3y cube. Since negative yan, minus din dapat dito. But first, ito muna. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. X raised to 5 over x raised to 3. So, minus na natin yan, kaya magiging x squared. Y squared over y squared, 1 na lang yan, kaya okay na yan. Z is bababa lang natin yan. So, ang mangyayari class, magiging negative 5x squared z. Kasi negative to. Now, dahil nakuha na natin yan, para makuha agad yung factored form, i-multiply lang natin si GCF at si other factor. Kaya nagkaroon ng 4x cubed y squared times 3y cubed minus 5x squared z. Okay? So, example tayo. Factor the polynomial 2x plus 3y squared. In this case, paghihiwalay naman natin, numerical coefficient lang. So, si 2 at si 3, meron siyang 2 times 1. Si 3 naman, meron 3 times 1. Okay? So, ang GCF nila, pareho sa kanila ay 1. GCF ay 1. So, tinatawag yan, di ba, na relatively prime. But in this case, panoorin nyo ang gagawin ni Sir. X, ang literal coefficient o yung mga letters naman, x is equals to x, y squared is y times y. Ang kanyang GCF ay 1 din. Kasi lahat naman niya may middle na 1. So, kanina, pag 1 ang GCF, pinatawag siya na, ano tawag sa kanya? Relatively prime. Ngayon, dahil polynomial na siya, pinatawag na siyang prime polynomial. Okay? Next. So, for the recap, we have factoring is the reverse process of multiplication, where we write a polynomial as a product of 2 or more simpler polynomials. So, ayan po yung ginawa natin kanina. So, the greatest common monomial factor of 2 or more expressions is the product of the GCF of the numerical and literal coefficients. Ayan po yun. Okay? Next. Sa recap natin, prime polynomials are polynomials whose GCMF or the greatest common monomial factor is 1. Pag sinabing prime polynomial, diba? Yan ang tinatawag na prime polynomials. Yung ginawa natin kahit nakagawa lang po natin yan. So, to factor a polynomial using its greatest common monomial factor, may susundin tayong steps. At ito nga yung ginagawa natin kanina. Una, find the greatest common monomial factor ng mga numerical coefficient. Ngayon, find the variable with the least exponent that appears in each term. Appears in each term, ha? Yung sinasabi ko kung tingnan ko ano yung pinakamababang exponent. Kasi yun na yung mag-serve na GCF sa literal coefficient. After that, get the product of the greatest common factor of the numerical coefficient and the variables. Pag multiply yun na. The product will serve as the greatest common monomial factor of the given polynomial. Ngayon, nakuha na natin yung ating GCF. Diba? Pupunta tayo kay other factor. I-divide natin yung nakuha nating GCF sa kanya at makukuha natin si other factor at i-multiply natin si final factor para magkaroon tayo ng factored form ng polynomial natin. So, singit lang natin kasi kasama to. So, we have here special products. Okay, so isisingit lang po natin si special products class kasi class kasama to sa ating lesson for today, for this week. So, in special products, we have the so-called difference of two squares. difference of 2 squared. Minus to, pag sinabing difference, tapos 2 squared, ayan. So, as you can see, we have a squared minus b squared. This is the difference of 2 squared. So, paano ba ginagawa dito? Actually, dapat makabisado lang ninyo ang formula ng difference of 2 squares at madali na to para sa inyo. So, as you can see, we have the given 16a raised to 6 minus 25b squared. If you're looking at 16a raised to 6, pwede natin siyang i-rewrite as 4a cubed squared. Pero saan galing yan? Pinactored out lang naman natin. Kumbaga, pinaghiwalay lang natin, kaya naging 4a cubed. Try to multiply 4a cubed nung magiging answer nyo 16a raised to 6. Next, titignan natin si negative 25b squared. Si 25, pag di-divide by 5, 5 pa rin, b squared by b. Pinactored out ulit to, kaya naging 5b raised to 2. So, the polynomial is difference of 2 squares since both terms, parehong terms ay perfect squares at ang operation niya dapat ay subtraction. So, try to answer natin. Write 16a raised to 6 minus 25b squared sa factored form. So, sa factored form, 16a raised to 6 minus 25b squared, tandaan nyo class. Okay? Let's have this one. This will be our A. Sorry. So, this will be our A. Okay? This will be our B. Kung babalik tayo kanina, tandaan nyo yung A plus B times A minus B na to. Okay? A plus B, A minus B. So, we have here AB na. Diba sabi, A plus B, A minus B. A, nagyari dito, plus B, tapos A minus B. Hindi nyo na lang isulat ko class ha, pero kung nakikinig kayo, isulat nyo po para mas malinaw. So, to get the difference of 2 squared, diba, kakapin lang natin. A plus B. So, A natin 4a cubed plus 5b. As simple as that. A minus B, 4a cubed minus 5b. As simple as that. Yun na yun. Ganun lang po siya kadali. Just to remember this one, yung formula. Next, we have another example. Factor 3w squared minus 48 cubed 50. As you can see, in this example, hindi to perfect square pa. But, we have a common factor of 3 na pwede nating i-factor out. So, when we factored out by 3, simply we were going to divide it by 3 lang. Ilalabas natin, ang mangyayari dyan magiging, ayan, dinivide lang natin, nilibas lang natin 3, na-cancel to, naging w squared lang, ito siya, negative 48 over 3, that is negative 16, tapos nilabas lang natin siya dito. Okay? Yan po yan, ha? Huwag kayong malilito dyan. Okay, next. Anong susunod na gagawin, sir, na labasan namin? Titignan nyo ngayon to. W squared and negative 16. Again, pag sinabi natin difference of 2 squared, diba? A squared minus B squared. Diba? So, pasensya na niyo yung sulat ni sir, ha? At wala pa akong pen, tech pen. So, it is equal to, yung lagi tatandaan na A plus B tapos A minus B. Okay? Ayan. So, as you can see, 2 square siya, A squared, B squared, gagawin natin siyang ganito, A plus B, A minus B. So, ang susunod natin gagawin ay factor out si 3. Hindi na natin gagawin si 3 dito. Diyan na siya. Si W squared, gagawin natin W squared lang. Ito yung magsisilbi natin A. 16, gagawin natin 4 squared. Ito yung magsisilbi natin B. At pag meron na tayong A minus B, A squared minus B, diba? Mukha lang ganun. Susunod na natin A plus B, W plus 4. Ito siya. Okay, W plus 4. Next, A minus B, W minus 4. Kaya nagkaroon ng W minus 4. Okay? Next, kung meron tayong sum of two squares, last na to class, we have the difference of two cubes. So that is a cube minus b cube. Siyempre, kung may difference, meron ding sum of two cubes. A cube plus b cube. So, sir, paano naman yan? Pero, siyempre, unang-una, alamin muna natin saan galing yan. So, how? So, from a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared, dyan po nabuo yan. So, we're going to distribute this letter a here sa tatlong, actually, silang dalawa, pero isa-isa lang. Distributive property lang. So, let's erase this one. So, we have here a times a squared. We have a cube, diba? A times a squared, a cube. Next, a times ab, magiging a squared plus b. Next, we have a multiplied by b squared. We have positive ab squared. Okay? Hindi pa tayo tapos. Si a pa lang ang multiply natin. I-multiply natin si b. So, kay b, negative b times a squared, we have negative a squared b. Negative siya kasi negative times positive, negative. Actually, pag si-negative b na, lahat ng sign natin magiging negative na. So, negative b times ab, magiging negative ab squared. So, last, negative b times positive b squared, we have negative b cubed. So, combined like terms na po tayo. Itong si a squared, itong si a squared plus b, okay? Remember this one. Itong dalawang to ay maka-cancel out lang siya. Magiging 0 siya. Same with this one. Okay? Masi-0 lang yan. So, ang matitira, a cube minus b cube. Diyan na buo si difference of two cubes. So, ayan. Para mas madali niyong maalala, tignan niyo maigi. Plus, pare-pareho lang po sila ng coefficient ng letters. Nagkaiba lang sila sa sign. Negative yung una, parehong positive. Pag positive yung una, negative, positive. Or, may tinatawag tayo, same, opposite, positive. So, sa difference of two cubes, kahit sa sum of two cubes, pwede rin ito. So, in difference of two cubes, pag nakita po ninyong a cube minus b cube, matik to, difference of two cubes. Negative siya, di ba? So, in the first sign, same sign siya. Negative din. Sa second sign, SOP, remember, opposite. Kabaliktaran ni negative, kaya naging positive. At yung last sign naman natin, always positive yan, yung ating third sign. So, let's have an example. So, write 40k cubed plus 5 in factor 4. Next, bago ang lahat, syempre, kunin muna natin yung greatest common monomial factor nila. Yung GCF nilang dalawa, ipa-factor out natin. So, si 40k cubed plus 5 ay may factor na 5. 40k cubed divided by 5, that is 40k cubed. 5 divided by 5, magiging 1. Yan po, dyan po galing yan. So, next, as you can see, meron tayong 5 times, kasi na-factor down na si 5, hindi natin gagawin ito. Si 8k cubed, naging 2k cubed na lang. Si 1 naman, naging 1 cubed. Bakit? Kasi nga, gagawin natin yung sum and difference of 2 cubes. So, in this case, sum of 2 cubes to kasi positive, kaya sum of 2 cubes to. So, what are we going to do? Siyempre, hanapin natin yung binomial factors. Ito yung 2k at si 1. At tatandaan natin yung formula na to. Sabi ko nga, sum of 2 cubes yan, kaya ganyan. Okay? Next. So, itong si A, ito ang magiging A natin, guys. Plus, ito yung magiging A natin. Ito yung magiging B natin. So, what are we going to do is just to copy 5. Okay? Copy nyo to si 5. Yan pa rin siya. Sir, saan galing si 2k plus 1? Ito po yan. Diba nga? Dahil positive to. Positive ang ating sign. Remember, SOP. SOP. Okay? First sign is same. So, A plus B. Ito yun. 2k, 1, plus. Same sign eh. Diba? Next. Opposite. Ang second sign natin is opposite. So, positive to magiging negative. Sir, bakit naging 4k squared? Kasi dito, a squared siya. So, 2k times 2k magiging 4k squared. Kaya po siya naging 4k squared. Tapos, negative yung sign. Third natin, negative AB or A times B. So, i-multiply natin to A times B, 2k times 1. Kaya naging 2k na lang dito. At yung last sign natin is always positive. At B squared naman, 1 times 1 is always 1. So, that's it for today. Lahat po ng gagawin ay ipopost ko sa ating Facebook group at sa ating Facebook group chat. At sana po makapagpasa kayo at maintindihan nyo. If you have questions, just PM me, message me in any way. So GC, if you have questions sa ating lesson for today, you can comments naman sa ating Facebook group. Okay? So that's all for today. Thank you.